5 years with $7.13 million guaranteed. You know, I have one of those this date in sports history calendars, and for some reason on July 31st, there's no mention of our next story. But I can tell you the people who were there will never forget it.
No matter how many baseball games you go to, all those runs, hits, and errors, you will likely never see anything like this.
There's a plane coming down onto the field, folks, right now.
That field is in Alaska, where college players with dreams of going pro play summer ball. 7 years ago, Pat Overholt of the Barnstormers was one of those players.
It really was a once-in-a-lifetime experience being there.
Also on the Anchorage Bucks, there was a young pitcher named Andrew Cowan, who is now a member of the Harrisburg Senators.
I had actually pitched the previous day, and I was actually up in the booth getting interviewed.
And Pat was in a bullpen.
It's funny how, we can really take ourselves back to that moment.
And that moment came with very little warning. In the middle of a game, over the right field wall came a Cessna in trouble.
We got a crazy landing going on. Here it comes right onto the field, right behind the field.
Fans and players rushed to see what happened. Cowan says he was one of the first on the scene.
Be careful because we saw some flames go up. You don't want that thing to blow up over there.
And I remember getting right down there, and everyone was just kind of standing around, and the pilot yelled for someone to come help him out. He goes, "It's not going to blow up."
That's right. The pilot was alive, and his passengers too. The plane had run out of gas, and the impact? This picture shows the engine was ripped right off.
After hearing the impact, how loud it was, I was definitely scared for a little bit.
And it could have been worse. Right behind the stadium, there was a soccer game. Luckily, all this was caught on tape, and that means Andrew and Pat will always be able to see something they will likely never see again.
No way did that just happen, folks.
It was amazing that we were there to see it happen in person. So.
The fact that you can pull it up on video and say, go check it out on YouTube or something like that, that's amazing.
It was amazing. They did finish the baseball game. The soccer game did not continue. I've read the NTSB eventually discovered the pilot did have some fuel, some reserve fuel, but ultimately the NTSB ruled that essentially it was pilot error in terms of